Hey guys, welcome back for another vlog for Working Wisdom Wednesday. Turn this up because I feel so appreciated and valued. So as you guys know, if you've been following me on my vlogs, then I'm actually leaving Atlanta for about 4 to 5, 6 weeks. But I didn't even answer this question in the other vlog. I told you guys that I won't be doing groups anymore. Just because I guess in this season of my life, I don't need anything that kind of like locks me in to a certain time, whatever. So I kind of had to let go of that part. But I came to drop off some paperwork, and they had created all these different cards for me because they know I'm going on my book tour, my press tour and all that stuff for my book, because I just released my book. It's on pre-order right now. But it'll be released or published officially on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and Books A Million and all that on June 27th in a couple weeks. So I'm just so, like, the messages and the things they said was just so amazing. It's a happy tour. I mean, it was just so, and these are like mental health clients, addiction clients that I work with. I've been working with them for about it's only been about 3 months with the group. So like the fact that, you know, they've said that I made such a impact on them in such a short period of time was really let's see, it was really, really, really a beautiful thing to experience today. Make sure this doesn't fall. But I'm so grateful, and I think that's my message today is, you know, no matter what you do or how long you plan to do it or how long your stay is, wherever it is, make sure that you're making an impact, because you're going to be remembered for the work that you do. You know, even if you don't plan to stay there long term, or, you know, it's like I said, it's something temporary, you know, give it 100%. Give 110% if you can. But make sure you're making an impact. My word for this whole year, as far as anything that I do, is impact. Like, how can I make an impact? How can I change lives while I am in your space, while you're in my space? What can I do to make your life a little easier and better? That's always at the forefront, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're pouring into people and you give them, you know, help them achieve their goals, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, they're going to remember you for that. I think it's Dr. Maya Angelou who said that people don't remember you they don't remember what you said. I think it's they remember how you make them feel. And so, like, some of the comments I got was just so amazing. It's like, you know, you really helped me with grief. I don't even know where my phone cut off, but you know, I think it's just important to give 110%, you know, to whatever it is that you're working on or whatever you're doing to make an impact. You know, the comments that I got from my clients were just so amazing. It's like, you know, you helped me with my addiction. You helped me with loving myself and being more open and telling people how I feel about stuff, and being more open and forgiving of myself. I'm just like, oh my God, like, oh my God. You know, and, you know, I'm not shocked, because I do know that I do great work. I am a great counselor. And I think it's because I know what they need, like, because I've been on the other side of it. That's what I was saying before it cut off. I've been on the other side of it, so I know what I needed. You know what I mean? I know what I still need sometimes, because it's always a process, a journey. I can work with a person who is a domestic violence survivor. I say survivor versus victim, and I know what that conversation needs to look like, and how you can't be aggressive and assertive sometimes. You kind of have to just be like passive and let them talk, like, because your power has been stripped from you. So you're trying to find that power in anything. It could be a simple conversation. You don't want nobody over talking you. Like, it's certain little things, and so I'm able to tune into that because I've been there before. I know what that looks like. The whole self-esteem situation, you know, or trying to find your purpose in life, all these different areas, even when it comes to addiction. Like, I just know, because I've been on the other side, and I thank God for those experiences. And again, that is why I wrote my book, because I wanted people to know that, you know, just because you've been through this stuff doesn't mean it's gonna define your whole entire life for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to. You're looking at somebody who was able to literally turn their life around and change their whole life. Getting a lot of messages. literally changed their whole life, even in spite of going through all this stuff. Just even from young little kid to 30, going through all this stuff and all these experiences. But what happens when you don't allow those things to define who you are? What happens? There's another side to that. What happens when you've gone through a bunch of stuff and you allow yourself to heal from it? There's another side to all of that. And I think I represent the other side very well, and I wanted to show people and teach people how to get to the other side. And it is a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but you have to first acknowledge it and understand where you are. And for me, I can't like talk about this stuff without sharing my story. It's almost like I'm my own case study. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna show you exactly what it takes. I'm gonna tell you, here it is. People like to talk in abstract terms. I'm not an abstract person. I'm like, I need details. How do you do this? How do you go from food stamps to making six figures a year? How do you do that? Like, how do you really do that, make that happen? Because people say, oh yeah, do this, but they don't tell you like real logistical, tangible techniques and strategies and like I'm a detail person. I need to know, like, what did you do, like literally what did you do, how did you do it? Like, so that's what I do in my book. I tell you exactly. But yeah, this is the year of impact. So wherever you are in this space of your life, whether you're working a job and you really want to own your own business and you want to be self-employed, whatever, what can you do right now where you are currently to maximize that time and that effort, so that it can help you be more fruitful whenever you do make that transition? Or what are you doing to actually make the transition? Make an impact. Like I said, this has been a short period of time for me, but the fact that they make me, these are adults, they're not little kids. So it's like, it's one thing when you have little kids, they might say, stuff to be nice. Oh, Miss Shamanda, thank you for this, But these are grown adults. They're like at least 20, 30 years older than me. So just imagine that. They've lived a lot longer than I have and experienced a lot more than I have, right? Technically. And the fact that they paid homage to me and they showed me that respect. They made these cards and they stood up and they said, hey, this is what you did for me. This is what you taught me. This is how I'm going to be a better person now that you've been here in my life. That is like, I'm surprised I didn't cry. I guess I'm just, because I have a magazine interview at 3. So y'all, look, God is like really moving in my life right now. And this is the thing. I don't care nothing about all that popularity stuff and fame. My goal always at the end of the day, like I said, how much of an impact can I make? So every time somebody buys my book, every time I get a notification that somebody purchased my book, I get excited, not because of the money, like that's not the case. I get excited because I'm like, okay, great, that's another person that's going to be able to read this story and it's going to impact their lives. And then by them reading it, if they don't buy it for somebody else, they can at least share the stories with somebody. So it's like, man, how many people can I impact? How many people can I impact? And that's why it's important for me to get my book out here. That's why I will continue to do these interviews and everything else I can do over these next 4 to 5 weeks. And that's why I just said, let me focus on that, because I want to make an impact as much, like as broadly as I can, because it's not about me. I am simply a vessel. I'm just here to share the story. Impact. Let that word set in your spirit, in your soul, whatever you're doing. Whatever your career goals are, whatever your aspirations are in life, impact. How can I make an impact? How can I leave people better than I found them? How can they be better than they were before I came into their lives when I leave? That's the point. So that's my tip for you guys today. No matter what you're doing, even if you hate what you're doing, think about how can I make an impact while I'm here. Alright guys, if you haven't already, please purchase my book for pre-order. I only have limited number of copies left because I actually had to increase my order. These books will be shipped to me and then I will sign them and then I'll ship them to you. So the books are actually in print now, so like literally tomorrow's the last day to pre-order your copy. So if you wanted more than one copy pre-order or signed, you might want to order again. So tomorrow's the last day and I will put my order in. So make sure you do that, please. Like I said, this is about impacting people, so I want to get this book in as many hands as possible, and I want to be able to sign them, so make sure you pre-order it. If not, again, it will be available June 27th on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles and Books A Million, on those online platforms. So I appreciate the support in advance. I appreciate you guys who've already ordered. I appreciate you guys who follow me, who've been on this journey with me. I'm so, like, listen, and when you read my book, you understand why that support stuff is so important, because I never really had that. So, like, every time somebody orders, especially somebody who I don't even know, it's just it'd be like, oh my God, like, that's so crazy to me. But I appreciate it, and it's beyond me, it's above me now. Like, guys, like, I finally saw that, and I was like, oh, okay, I see where it's coming from. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys next week, and next week we'll be in North Carolina. So yeah, y'all get to see my hometown and Charlotte with me and all that stuff. So yeah, y'all, listen, one more thing. I only have like 30 something more subscribers to reach my 1,000 subscriber goal. So if you know anybody who would be interested in this vlog or learning more about me and what I share, my mental health stuff, all that stuff, please send them over. You know, recommend them to my vlog. I'm trying to hit this goal, y'all. I'm trying to hit this goal. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Thank you.